Hey, everybody. So today I was going back through some of the videos that I did when I first started up the mental health group that I run. And for those of you that don't know, I kind of save those videos because they help me as well. I kind of use them as a video diary, but I just kind of share it with everyone. So I was looking back through them, and in one of the videos, I was talking about how those that have been through trauma from a young age and dealt with it for a long period of time usually grow up thinking that we have to supply something to be worth being around. And I had mentioned about how it's not funny, but it's very odd to look back on them. And I was using my relationship with my husband at the time as like an example. And I had said about how in my mind I thought it was distorted thought, but it was that he would trade me if somebody came for the right price. Like the price would be very low. And after everything that has happened and all of the healing that I've still been continuously doing, this was well over a year ago that this video was done. It really amazes me how much the person that you're with will influence what you think of yourself. And it really amazes me at the things that they can manipulate to make you feel like it's you and not them. Because it's been quite a while now, and I have been feeling better than I have that I can ever remember. The people in my circle now don't make me feel like I owe anything just for existing. And I really am wondering how much that toxic relationship held me back from finding all of these things. Because I was trying to, excuse me, go through all of these, what I called the distorted thoughts of how I was feeling and placing the blame on myself. When in reality, this person was able to manipulate me using my trauma and my PTSD and all that stuff against me. It was very easy for him to be able to say, okay, this isn't my problem. This isn't my fault. This isn't anything that I'm doing. This is how you're seeing it. So it's not as easy for those that come out of the childhoods and the relationships and the repercussions that you get from that to realize what's going on right in front of our faces. There's so many people that were raised believing that they owed people for just dealing with us, that we weren't allowed to just be simply because we are. We were taught that love is conditional. It is something that you constantly have to work for. That all words are not to be trusted. I was raised with people that kind of had the mindset of do what I say, not what I do. And it has made me a very weary person. It has made me very untrusting. I have problems now, and I'm seeing it more now than I did before, that when people talk to me, it doesn't matter if it's a romantic thing or not, I'm always second guessing what they're saying. I can't just trust anyone at face value anymore. Because I've seen what people can do. I've seen the mask that people can put on. I've seen how many years they can try to hold that mask on. And it makes it very difficult to try and build relationships again. Relationships of all kinds. I'm not just talking about romantic relationships because I have this issue with anyone. We were raised not being able to trust the people that we were supposed to be able to depend on. So we grow up and we find the familiar. We repeat the cycles, not because that's what we want, but because that's all we know. I've spoken before about someone that I was very close to that had been actually diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder. And I was asked why I stayed so long and why I didn't See how dangerous it was. And it's because I knew to always be on the lookout. I knew not to trust the things that I was being told. I knew that the chaos was constant, but it always made me feel, didn't make me feel safe, but it made me feel comfortable because that's all I knew. That's the routine that I was so used to being in. My body constantly looking out for the next shoe to drop. The knowing that you can't count on anyone because everything comes with a price. The fact of wash my hand, I'll wash yours, just doesn't work out the way that they try to claim that it will. The future faking, the manipulations, the way that they pay so much attention not to get to know you, but to put on a performance of what they think that you're going to want until they have that hold on. And then you're going to second guess everything that you do. Because as someone that was raised in it, as someone that went through it for many years, you are trained to believe that everything is your fault. How they react, my fault. What they say, I did it. I did something that irked them. I caused it. It's very hard to change this way of thinking. And I am finding that I'm having a lot more questions in my mind now than I did before. In relationships before, I mean, it would be people that needed me, not because they wanted me. And now I see things from a completely different way, but it's still that untrusting nature that I have. It's still that, okay, they want something from me. It's so very difficult to get through. It's so very difficult to examine every single sentence that's said to you from all different angles to see, okay, where's the other side of this? Where's the bad part? It gets exhausting, but it does get so much easier. I'm having a way easier time with keeping my logical brain working. And writing down this mental list of this is the reason why you don't have to believe everything that goes through your head. Example 1, 2, 3, etc. So it was kind of a kick in the balls when I watched that video today, realizing that I was trying to speak out about something that I was struggling with and not realizing that the cause was sitting right beside me. It's a sad thing to realize that years of your life was nothing more than an illusion and a game for them. So keep those boundaries up there, guys. Make sure that you take the time to get to know people. Make sure you get the time to see the ugly parts of somebody too before you make it too serious. That's what I'm learning from it. And I'm learning more every day. So, see you guys later.